One of the very first things that I want to talk about is this dream customer difference because it's really important for heart centered entrepreneurs because we've been taught to look through our business through an old lens of the ideal client avatar. And there's nothing wrong with the ideal client avatar. That's the standard way of identifying customers. We've all been taught that. And I used to teach this for close to a decade. And then I realized that there was a difference. So I want to explain the difference between an old ICA lens and the new dream client way. With a dream client, they're more about a business model fit. You have this business and you say, here's the perfect client for this. It's also that we focus on demographics, such as how old they are, where do they live, how much money do they make, and so on. And then it's like we're trying to fit them into a job. It's like a resume. Here's who fits this and the perfect person that would want to buy this thing. And again, there's nothing wrong with this, but because it's focused on transactional, we need to make money, we need to make the sale, and that's totally cool. So, how is a dream client different from an ideal customer avatar? Well, for a moment, let's make a deal. Just take money out of your mind for a second. Take money out of the picture. I know this sounds crazy, but just stick with me because a dream client fits your life first, then your business. A dream customer is someone who you love to be with. They charge your batteries, they align with your standards. And what I mean by this is imagine that you would have a dream client over for dinner. And I'm not saying literally, but again, we're just playing along. Okay, imagine this. Who would be someone that you would have over for dinner, to your holiday gatherings, to invite to your kids' birthday parties, to go on boat cruises with you, go to the movies, whatever. And again, they're not paying you. That has nothing to do with money. Take money out of the picture. Okay. Now I want you to go one level deep. I want you to think about your best friend. Think about that person. Who is that person? Because that person, I would imagine, shares most of your values and beliefs. They also display the characteristics and behaviors that you love. You're almost exactly the same. There's differences, but you get along really well and you have epic conversations. Right? The days go by, the hours go by. It's just amazing to be with that person. You'd probably jump across 6 lanes of traffic to talk with that person, right? It's the opposite of when you see maybe some of your clients out on the street and like, oh, I don't want to, I want to avoid them. They only talk to me when they're paying me. That's not what we're talking about. These are people that you would run up to try to want to be with. So if I gave you a challenge right now and I said to you, hey, if you had a week to go find a new best friend, what do you look for? And more than likely, I would say that it's not the type of car that they drive or how much money they have or if they have 2.5 kids or anything like that, right? So now, if that is resonating with you, then let's put money back in the picture. What if that best friend pays you? And again, I'm not literally talking about your best friend. I'm just giving you the analogy and the picture of, hey, if I had somebody who was like my best friend, who I get along with and who I enjoy being with and all this time, what if those people are like that and they actually pay me? And you can get these people easy results. Imagine having your best friends over for dinner or a bunch of people that are clients, potential clients, and you had conversations and it's just so great. And you're seeing patterns in the conversations. They're over and over again. The same problems are coming up. And you're like, man, I could fix this problem because you can easily get them the results. And they fit within your superpowers. Whatever it is that you do, that is so natural to you that you think is not special is how you can help dream clients. And this is where the imposter syndrome kicks in because we believe the stuff that's easy for us, first of all, we shouldn't be at least that was the way I looked at it, that I shouldn't be charging for it and that it's really not special at all because it's super easy for me, but it's really hard for other people. So if they fit within your superpowers and you're seeing the same pattern over and over and over again, then that is a clue because a dream client is like a best friend who pays you. And Dan Sullivan has a great question. He says, who do you want to be a hero to? Because knowing who you want to be a hero to actually means you can focus your greatest passion and your most powerful skills for the next 25 years of your life. And I know that if you look at that, you're like, what are you talking about here? Believe me, if once you get into the zone and you simplify your life and you reduce all of the pressure and noise, All I do is the same thing day in, day out, which is not 24/7, which is a few hours a week, and I'm able to enjoy my life, and all I'm doing is stepping into my passion and talking about things that comes so natural to me. Here's another way of looking at this. Imagine a group of people. Who are they that you would spend the rest of your life with on a deserted island that they're not paying you? The dream client is someone you would hang out with even if they don't pay you. Okay? So let's go back to this. Let's go back to the chart because we've already seen what an ideal client avatar is. Now let's add in the dream client. The dream client is also someone who is a life and business fit. We instead of looking at demographics, we look for characteristics and behaviors and morals and values, those kind of things. And instead of a job fit that almost anybody can come in, it's a culture fit. I am building a culture, or I have a culture, and only the people that fit the culture are going to be in my world. And it's all about relationships. So I build relationships, and relationships is what drives the business forward. And it's always been that way, and it always will be that way. So really, it's not what they are, the demographics, it's who are they, the psychographics that matter most. Because life is too short to work with people you don't love.